We are studying the first 5 books of the Old Testament. So far, we have looked at Genesis and Exodus, and today we will study Leviticus. It has been called the handbook for the priesthood. It is a continuation, really, of Genesis and Exodus. It sets forth how the Israelites were to approach and worship God. It sets forth the awfulness of sin and the sacrificial blood that is necessary for man's reconciliation with God. In Genesis, we see man choosing to sin and being separated from God. And then in Exodus, we see man being redeemed from Egyptian bondage. And then in Leviticus, we see man learning how to approach and worship God. No other book in the Bible makes so many claims that God is speaking its message. When you dig deeper, we learn that every sacrifice points to the coming Messiah. Leviticus is not a history book, but consists of statutory regulations for the Hebrews to follow. It is all a part of the covenant God made with them at Mount Sinai. Men of the tribe of Levi were chosen by God to care for all public and religious ceremonies. They were supported by the tithing of the nation. They served from age 30 to 50 and did not serve in the military. In the New Testament, we find the book of Hebrews is really a divine commentary on Leviticus. We learn that the Levitical system of holy days and rituals were built around the number 7. This number suggested completion or perfection. The 7th day of the week, for example, would be the Sabbath day. The 7th year would be the sabbatical year. After 7 sabbatical years would come the year of Jubilee. The 7th month of the year was especially holy, having 3 festivals, trumpets, tabernacles, and atonement. There would be 7 weeks between Passover and Pentecost. Pentecost, Passover, and tabernacles lasted for 7 days. During the Passover, 14 lambs were offered daily. That's 2 times 7. During tabernacles, 14 lambs were offered daily, plus 70 bullocks. At Pentecost, 7 lambs were sacrificed. So many regulations. What lessons do we learn from Leviticus? Well, no man can approach God without sacrificial blood. The redeemed must be holy because our Redeemer is holy. Sin defiles and makes man unsuited to enter God's presence. Without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sins. And like Nadab and Abihu, we will be punished if we offer strange fire in our worship to God. And so many more lessons. Leviticus.